everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll tell you the story of the bakery window. In the bustling town of Chandni Bazaar stood a small charming bakery called Sweet Crumbs. It wasn't grand or modern, but it had the warm smell of freshly baked bread, the twinkle of fairy lights and the gentle presence of its owner, Auntie Tara, a plump woman in her 60s with flour always on her cheek and kindness in her heart. Tara had been running the bakery for nearly 30 years. Her late husband, a baker himself, left it to her when he passed. Since then, she's continued baking with love, never charging poor children for cookies, giving free bread to homeless beggars, and offering tea to tired delivery boys on hot afternoons. Everyone in the bazaar knew Auntie Tara, except Mr. Ranjan Khanna, the flashy mall developer who had recently purchased half the market and was determined to turn the bazaar into a luxury shopping complex. He saw Sweet Crumbs not as a beloved bakery, but as an obstacle to be cleared. "This bakery is old and outdated," he scoffed at a town meeting. "We need modern stores, not sentimental crumbs." Tara, quiet but firm, replied, "Sir, I have been feeding this town for 30 years. You can build around me." Ranjan smirked. "You have 2 months to vacate. After that, I'm leveling the block." Tara turned to her bakery with a heavy heart. Her savings were small, her legal options fewer, but she kept baking. Every morning, she still wiped the bakery windows, placed the best buns at the front, and smiled at her customers. Word of her troubles spread. People protested, signed petitions, and started social media campaigns. But Ranjan Khanna had powerful lawyers and deeper pockets. One morning, a boy stood outside the bakery window, staring at a slice of chocolate cake. He looked about 10, skinny, wearing dusty clothes. Tara tapped on the glass, motioning him in. "Hungry?" she asked. He nodded silently. "Sit, beta. Cake tastes better when shared." As he devoured the cake, she asked, "What's your name?" "Avi," he said. "I used to come here with my nanny when I was little. You gave me free cream rolls." She smiled. "I gave those to all little champions." He grinned, showing chocolate-stained teeth. From that day on, Avi came every day, sometimes for cake, sometimes just to sit near the warmth of the ovens and listen to Tara hum old songs. One day, as they sat folding cake boxes, he asked, "Why don't you tell people what you do for others?" "I don't bake for praise," she chuckled. "I bake because it's my love language." He tilted his head thoughtfully. "That's rare, you know." 2 weeks before the deadline, bulldozers rumbled at the market's edge. Tension gripped Chandni Bazaar. Vendors packed in fear. A notice was taped to Tara's bakery. "Final warning, property to be demolished," it said. That evening, as Tara locked the shutters, she whispered to the building, "Thank you for everything." But karma, it seems, had been listening. The very next day, the news exploded on television and online. Real estate tycoon Ranjan Khanna accused of tax fraud and illegal land seizures. Investigations launched. Ranjan's smug smile disappeared overnight. Within 48 hours, his construction project was halted. Legal officers arrived. All evictions were frozen until further notice. Tara stared at the news in disbelief. What? A week later, a sleek black car pulled up outside Sweet Crumbs. Out stepped a young man in a crisp blazer, holding a large file. It was Avi. But he looked different. Taller, older, more polished. "I didn't lie about the cake," he grinned. "But I also didn't tell you I am Avyansh Malhotra, legal advisor to the Heritage Trust." Tara gasped. "My grandmother used to bring me here. She always said, 'This woman feeds souls, not stomachs.'" When I saw what Ranjan was doing, I started digging. He opened the file. Turns out, he falsified ownership documents. Several of these shops are heritage structures, yours included. He didn't count on someone having better paperwork. Tara sat down, stunned. "You're protected now," he smiled. "Your bakery is officially a heritage eatery. Can't be touched." She burst into tears. I didn't do anything special. But you did, Avi said gently. You gave kindness when no one was looking. Karma saw it, even if the world didn't. Months passed. Ranjan Khanna was buried under lawsuits. His mall project dissolved. Meanwhile, sweet crumbs flourished like never before. Tourists came from other cities to see the kindest bakery in India. Local schools took field trips there. Tara even hired 3 young girls from nearby slums to train as bakers. They wore aprons proudly, calling her Chef Ma'am. Avi visited often, sometimes with contracts, sometimes with cake cravings. One day, as he helped her frost cupcakes, he said, You know, we could franchise this. Sweet crumbs across India. She laughed. Slow down, big city boy. Let's make sure these ones don't burn first. He winked. Fair enough. And outside the window, the same one Avi had once peered through, hungrily, a new sign gleamed under the evening sun. Sweet crumbs. Proof that kindness always rises. So the moral of the story is that when you plant seeds of kindness without expecting anything in return, karma finds its way back to you. Sweetly, silently, and sometimes with chocolate frosting. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. For more stories like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale, and another truth. Bye bye, see you very soon.